There you go. We can talk about Department of Energy. So the commissioners, Arushi and I, Pecan Street, and others had the opportunity to meet with Secretary Granholm from Department of Energy a couple of weeks ago here in Austin. Secretary was here for South by Southwest, and we were able to spend a little over an hour with her, so that's a decent amount of time with a cabinet member, to talk about the good work of the task force, the leadership of the commission to make it happen, and just making her situationally aware of what we've done so that as she goes around talking about virtual power plants, she knows who's leading the way. It's the people in this room and on the phone. So I thought that was a nice way for us to kick off phase one of the pilot with a sit down with the secretary and discuss it. So more to come. I think she was very interested, very engaged. Those in the room keep me honest on that. I mean, lots of questions and good discussion. So.
I guess
just on that, I'd like to recognize the work of Dave Maggio. I hope you're still on the phone. Your work has allowed the Department of Energy to look at Texas as the launch of a new frontier in terms of provision of power, and it's amazing what your work along with this task force has been able to do in such a short amount of time. Their jaws dropped when they looked at how much we've accomplished so quickly. So I just want to recognize that and thank you.
Ditto.
I was just going to add that, thank you, Commissioner. I was going to add that we coined a phrase during this roundtable called intelligent LSEs. And at some point, I started talking about the South, the vertical South, and how we scale these programs. And the follow through there is that this session was the first of many live VPP listening sessions that the Secretary is going to do around the country, not excluding, and very importantly, Puerto Rico as well, to figure out how to get scale and use some of the sort of the federal support that is out there, both in grants as well as loans, as well as just general technical support to move the ball forward. And we talked about various models, multifamily dwellings, single site provision through commercial third-party entities. How do you create these models to bring demand-side resiliency for folks who may not be staying in one place at one time? And so there's a big equity component to it. There's definitely a getting last mile resiliency and creating a network of support for getting distribution system investments that are valuable. There's a lot of thematic stuff that occurred at that meeting that you'll see in, I think, in DOE reports over the next several weeks and months about really getting scale. So again, I want to reiterate congratulations to our task force for jumping into this and it's showing up in national headlines. Thank you.